Give it up for Brendan Leonardo. Come on.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to be bummed out? Oh my gosh. Well, let me introduce myself first. My name is Brandon J. Leonardo. I am gay, and not just in June, but the other months too. Yeah. Year-round homosexual. But, and you did guess incorrectly. Yeah, I'm not Middle Eastern. Yeah. Don't let the eyebrows or the hair fool you. But it did remind me of that one time where that one TSA officer called me Habibi Johnny Bravo. So, I know. So I'm starting to talk about it. Isn't that a little messed up, right? To be profiled like that? But here's the thing. I think Middle Eastern men are fine. Yeah. So every time I get picked for random selection, I take it as a compliment. I was like, oh my god, you think I'm a threat? This ass is the bomb! Anyway. So, I don't know if my tits are a little bit of a giveaway, but I am an athlete. Yeah. My favorite sport is crying. Yeah. And I'm really good at it too. I was actually awarded MVP, most vulnerable person. Yeah, and this has been a sad year. Yeah, y'all get one of those sad comedians tonight. But, yeah. Granted, most of my jokes are derived from the stillness of existential dread, so... I put the "we" in ennui. Some of y'all know your SAT words. I love it. Yes. Now, it's been a very tough year for me, and there's a reason why I moved back to LA. My family's here, and I'm gonna do what I do best: drag everyone down with me. But I do give y'all permission to laugh at all this. We're gonna get really dark, but here's the thing: because I also had to laugh at all this because. You know when life just gives you so much dread and hurt and pain, all you can do is just stare into the heavens and be like, ha ha ha. Because God's a terrible comedian. Yeah. But if you don't laugh at his jokes, he won't book you. So, so prepare. There have been a lot of deaths in my family. Yes, we're going there. There have been a lot of deaths in the family, so we're going to go through them. This all starts with the death of my grandmother last year, November 2022. Here's the thing. It was sad and it was a loss, but it wasn't dreadful. Mainly because she lived to be 90 years old. Yeah. She died of a virus called time. Very deadly virus. But the thing that scared me most about her death was the idea that I could live 60 more years. 60 more years of this? Terrified. Yeah. Granted, I've done a lot more cocaine than my abuelita, so 60 years might be a bit of a stretch, but the longevity, it's in my genes, right? Alright, now we're gonna get a little more tragic. Fast forward to April 2023. So, my cousin that I grew up with, her and her family live in Guatemala, and they were in a car ride, family of 4. They were in a terrible car accident. And her youngest son of 2 years old ended up being killed. Wait, don't start with the Oz yet. Hold on. Because just like God, God is like a white man at an open mic, you know? The jokes just keep going, but they don't get funnier, and you still have to listen to it. Because 2 weeks later, my aunt, and mind you, this is all my dad's side of the family, by the way. My aunt, she's been a little sick. And she didn't take the grief well, so she ended up being struck with grief, and then she ended up dying too. There we go. Now you all can. A comedian orchestrating his own sympathy Oz? So out of character. So, the grief has been tough, right? It's been really hard, but I'm also understanding through this process, it's not just the grief that you have to go through. You have to deal with the shit people say to you when you're grieving, whether they're directly involved or not. For example, like when my grandma died, my mom said her very comforting words, "Better watch out. Death comes in threes." So, if y'all were keeping count, my grandma in November, my aunt, her son, and my aunt, my cousin, and her son in April. So that's 4. I have a few questions. Does the 3 restarts? Is it like in January? Is death aware of the Roman calendar and restarts it like, treats it like some sick New Year's resolution? Like, new year, new 3? Or was it because my cousin and her son were in the same car accident that death treated it like some sick 2-for-1 special? These are just some questions I have. And I understand that people want to say these things to feel like, to be comforting, right? That they want to like ease the pain of it, but there's just some shit you don't say. Like for example, my aunt. Like when my cousin and her son passed, she said to us, "It's all gonna be okay. This is all part of God's plan. God needed these angels." ¿Qué no es eso? You know, like, that is just a shark queef disguised as a condolence. God needed these angels? For what? For what reason would God need a 27-year-old and a 2-year-old son? Is there some kind of labor shortage in heaven? Is there capitalism in the afterlife? Because think about it. If the scripture that defines the afterlife is also the same one that upholds and defends capitalism, why wouldn't the carpet match the drapes? And that would make sense to me, because, like, think about it. Heaven's just full of do-gooders, babies, and aborted embryos. And hell's just has everyone else. The workforce is hard to compete. But also, the only way I could see them actually having good competition is if they're both like competing sweatshops. And God used those little baby fingers to get into that threading. And for an all-powerful God, he doesn't seem like the pro-union type. So, God is cruel, and I hope they're okay up there, or down there. I'll see you there, Abuela. Anyway, that's my time. I'm Brandon J. Leonardo. Thank you so much.